Well, guys, here we are. Um, this is my run unlocking the Forgotten on my first try. Just on a whim, I decided to pick it up, give it a go. I knew how to unlock him, and then what do you know? I unlocked him on my first try. So this is that run. Unfortunately, I wasn't planning on recording. I was just playing on a whim, like I said. So I'm just doing a little quick intro voiceover. So let's start with who is the Forgotten. He's a secret unlockable character that was added in the 5th booster pack for Afterbirth Plus. He uses a melee attack. He uses a bone to hit people, but it can also be charged and thrown like a boomerang. But you can also switch to the soul, which is attached to him, kind of like suture. And while you are using the soul, the Forgotten can't be damaged but stays still. So you're kind of constrained about where you can go, and he can use tears, the soul. But he only uses soul hearts and picks up all the soul hearts that the character does. And the Forgotten can only use bone hearts, a special kind of heart that takes 3 hits, but once it's dead, once it's gone, the container's gone. So, how do you unlock him? Well, it's pretty complicated. Well, first, you have to make sure you beat the lamb. Second, you have to kill the first boss on your run in under a minute. Now, you're watching right here. That's what I just did. And if you're successful, you'll hear Mom say, "Isaac," and then wrong. Alright, you just heard it right there. If you hear that, that means you did it correctly. After that, the third step is you have to bomb the first room of that level. That very same level where you killed the first boss. This room right here, where it shows you the controls. Now, after you do that, a shovel will drop from the sky. That is the first shovel piece that you need to get. Now, make sure you don't swap it out for any other activated item, because if you leave the room without having the shovel with you, it will be lost forever. So make sure you have that on you at all times. Now, I know bombs sometimes are a little luck-based. Luckily, I got it here. So I pick up the bomb from the item room, then I go and bomb that main room first. The first room that you started. And then you'll see right here, whoops, I used the item by accident, but you'll see right here, it drops, boom, pick it up, never lose it. Now, the next step is to get to the boss rush, so you have to kill Mom in under 20 minutes and then beat the boss rush. Now, the trick here is that Mom will constantly try to attack you. She will launch 1 to 2 of her legs every few seconds at you. It's the same thing as the Mom boss, where it counts as explosive damage, so you need to constantly move or else you will get hit. You're about to see it here in a little bit. It's very annoying and can kill you when you're not ready. They cannot be attacked and they cannot be hurt or killed, so you're stuck with it until you get to the boss rush. Now you see that the shovel piece is an activated item. And what that does is when you use it, it makes Mom stop attacking you just for that room. So use it wisely. If you're in a boss fight or if you're in the boss rush, it counts for 1 wave. She stops attacking for 1 wave. Once that wave is done, once you've killed the 2 bosses for that wave, she starts attacking again. So save it for particularly hard bosses. Now make sure you are holding that shovel on the last wave. You can actually drop it in the boss rush room if you need to use some other activated collectible that you might have picked up or something like that before the boss fight. But make sure you kill the last boss with the shovel. It's probably honestly best just to hold the shovel with you at all times. But once you beat the boss rush, then the second piece will drop, and once you pick that up while you're holding the first shovel piece, it becomes Mom's shovel. The best part about that is that Mom stops trying to attack you. And that's great. That makes the rest of the run a lot easier. So up until that point, just keep running around. And just try not to get hurt. Try to get as many heart containers, soul hearts, black hearts, whatever you need. After that, you need to make it to the dark room. Now, the great thing about Mom's shovel, as opposed to the shovel piece, is that it's a warp item. A level skip. So basically, as soon as you get all 4 of those pieces, all 4 of the charges all filled up, you can just skip to the next level. So you can completely skip the first level of Utero the Womb, and then just charge it up a little bit for like 4 charges, 4 rooms, and skip the second part. Just skip those bosses. You don't want to risk dying. Now, unfortunately, you can't skip Sheol, so you do have to kill Satan and get to the Dark Room the normal way. But that's fine, because if you've gotten that far, you've beaten Boss Rush, you've been able to beat Mom, you're probably pretty overpowered, so you're fine. In this rush, I eventually get Ipecac. I'm using Azazel for his laser. I just got, I get the wafer later. I already got the magic mushroom, so I had a pretty good run. At the end, I had almost 70 damage, so everything was pretty good. The little harbingers, they really helped too. Now, what you do once you get to the Dark Room is you have to find a specific room that is uninhabited. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be an end room, so it's only connected in one way. There are no enemies in there. There's no boss you have to beat. All you have to do is find it. And what sticks out about this room is that there's a patch of dirt in the middle. It looks bigger. It looks about 4 squares, 4 tiles big. And what you have to do is make sure Mom's shovel is charged up there, and you use it there. That digs up the Forgotten. You don't have to beat the Lamb, Mega Satan, you don't have to kill any other bosses. You can leave the run right there, because you have unlocked the Forgotten. I don't know who discovered this. I don't know how they discovered it. All I know is that I didn't know this existed until a couple days ago. But here we are. I figured it out, and I did it on my first try. That is incredible for me. I don't know how I did that, but I'm really glad I was able to share it with you guys. I'm really glad I had the PlayStation's capture feature, so I could share it all with you. I feel like that's the big catch of this video, is mine doing it on my first try. Like I said, I did it on a whim. I couldn't fall asleep. It was real early in the morning. I had to wake up early for something anyway, so I just wanted to maybe make myself tired, or maybe keep myself awake before I had to do this. And I did it on my first try. So that was my kind of little spiel, a bit of a long intro. You guys already know what happens. Spoiler alert, I unlocked the Forgotten. There's no gameplay footage of the Forgotten. It took me about a half an hour to do this, about 27-ish minutes of a run, because you have to be quick in getting to the boss rush and beating the first boss in 1 minute. But it's a pretty quick run. And with that, I'm going to leave you guys to watch the rest of it. I appreciate you guys for clicking on the video. And thank you so much. This was me unlocking Forgotten on my first try.
the Hierophant.